Hi, this is Jaya. In this video, we shall see the summary of The Cask of Amontillado, a story by Edgar Allan Poe. There are just two characters in the story, Montresor and Fortunato. And the story begins with Montresor saying that he wants to take revenge on Fortunato. And why he wants to take revenge on Fortunato is that Fortunato has insulted Montresor to a great extent, and that is why he wants to take revenge. At the same time, he wants to take the revenge without putting himself at a risk. So he talks about Fortunato's fondness for wine, because Fortunato says that he can taste any wine and tell what variety it is, and that is the carnival season. And so Montresor dresses himself and he wears a black silk mask and he goes to the carnival, and there he finds Fortunato. And Fortunato, seeing Montresor, greets him in a very friendly manner. He talks to him, hello and all that. And immediately Fortunato tells him that he wants to share an information, and he says that he has got Amontillado. Amontillado is a light Spanish sherry, and it's a very rare variety of sherry. And hearing that, Fortunato saying it's not possible to get that sherry which is called as Amontillado. And he says, no, I have a cask of it in my place. Why don't you come? And here we find Fortunato really having a very good time in that carnival. And he has dressed himself in a multicolored costume of a jester, and he also wearing a cone cap with the bells on the top. So when he is walking, you can hear the bell sound. And Montresor just acts as though he is not much interested in giving this opportunity of tasting Amontillado only to Fortino. He says that if you are very busy, I'll call Lucy, because he is also very good in tasting the wine and telling whether it is real Amontillado or not. But Fortunato, who is very fond of it and who thinks that Luchesi is a competitor for him, says no. Luchesi will not be able to tell whether it is a real Amontillado or not. Only I can taste and say, so I will come along with you. And Fortunato shows more interest in tasting the wine, and he says that I will come along with you now itself. And Fortunato follows him, because Montresor says that he has kept this Amontillado in his place in the walls. Walls means rooms. And here actually Montresor has catacombs in his house. Catacombs means underground walls where you will bury the people who are dead. And so he takes him to his house, and when he goes to the house only, the readers come to know that Montresor has already planned this meeting with Fortunato, because he has sent all his servants to the carnival. And they come and they go down to the walls, and since it is underground, the walls are all damp, and the walls are also covered with nitre, that is salt pepper, and it gives a sort of smell which aggravates Fortunato, and Fortunato begins to cough. Immediately Montresor says that if he is not feeling well, they can go back, but Fortunato says no, this will not kill me, come, let's go. And he continues walking, and Montresor shows himself as though he is concerned about his health, and so he gives him wine so that it will soothe his cough. And Fortunato keeps on drinking the wine, and soon he gets intoxicated, and they keep walking and they pass all the walls, and the walls are all filled with the dead bodies of Montresor's ancestors. And as they are walking, they keep talking, and Fortunato asks him about certain scripts which are written on the wall, and they go. And Montresor talks about his family shield, where you can find a human foot stamping a serpent, and the serpent is biting the heel of that leg. And it is also written the motto of Montresor's family, which is in Latin, which says Nemo me impunalescit, which means no one attacks me with impunity. And this itself shows the nature of Montresor also, who wants to take revenge on Fortunato. And they keep on going. And Fortunato, when he is going, he makes a hand movement, which is actually a secret sign of the Masons organization. But Montresor is not able to recognize that hand signal, though he says he is a Mason. And when Fortunato makes fun of him, saying, what is this, you are calling yourself a Mason, you don't know this, Montresor says that he is a troll, which says that Montresor is actually a stone mason. And as they are walking, they go there, and then they reach one particular room in which only 3 walls are there, but the 4th wall is broken down, and the walls are made out of human bones. And the 4th walls, human bones are all found in the ground. So as readers, we will know that someone has broken the wall only recently. And there's a small space, like if you see the room, it is only 3 feet wide and 7 feet height. And Montresso asks Fortunato to go into that room, and Fortunato, who's fully drunk, enters it, because Montresso tells that Amontillado is kept inside that room. And he is too drunk to even realize there is nothing inside the room. And once he enters into the room, Montresso asks Fortunato to raise his hands so that he can feel the stream which is running on top. And Fortunato also raises his hand, and the moment he raises his hand, Montresso ties his hand to a chain which is already kept there. And Montresso comes out of the room, and the moment he comes out, he starts building the fourth wall with Fortunato trapped inside the room. And Fortunato first feels confused, and he asks why he is building the wall. And as he keeps watching what Montresso is doing, his alcoholism just wears off, and he makes a sound in a helpless way because his hands are changed. And slowly the wall rises, and after some time Fortunato becomes silent, and he also thinks that maybe Montresso is playing a joke on him. But as readers, we already know that Montresso wants to take revenge, and Montresso is not playing any joke on him. And finally Fortunato says, for the love of God, Montresso. But Montresso just keeps continuously building the wall. And before he can finally close the wall fully, he calls Fortunato name twice. And when he finds that Fortunato is not willing to answer to him, he says that the dampness of the catacombs also made him feel sick. So he places the last stone in the place, and then he plasters the wall. And then with all the bones which are lying down, he places the bones on the place. And now the fourth wall is complete with Fortunato trapped inside. And the story ends by Montresso saying that all this happened 50 years back. And he says that no one has disturbed that place till now. And he again ends the story by saying, may he rest in peace. And this shows that Montresso had taken his revenge without putting himself at a risk and with no one doubting him. And the funniest part is the name Fortunato in Latin means fortunate. But we find that Fortunato is not fortunate. He succumbs to the revenge played on him by Montresso. And this is a story by Edgar Allan Poe. It is one of his best stories. If you want to add on anything to what I've said, please write it in the comment box. Like the video, share it with your friends, and if you have not subscribed my channel, please subscribe. Thank you.